Hi, this is Sasha over here, and in this video series, I'll be discussing about what you can do if you're a beginner in digital marketing. So there are 2 to 3 jobs that you can do if you're learning digital marketing. The first one in this video that I'll be discussing with you is development and maintenance of a blog. So basically, what is a blog? When we talk about a blog is a website where you can share your content on a specific type of topic. You create a website where you share a specific type of content that the company or that your employer tells you about. So it is a basically website where you continuously post about things that are related to your product or services. Now blogs can be informative, that tells you about a specific product or a service, and blogs could be interactive as well, where you ask your audience or you design a blog in such a way, or you design your content in such a way that you ask your audience to interact with it. Now moving on, these are few of the examples of blogs that I have taken from good digital marketing niche. So I want you to go through them and bookmark them so that you can read them continuously. They are a good source of information about digital marketing. Over here I'm just writing them down as an example of what blogs are. So apart from this, there are 4 types of blogs that are written. A blog could be a personal blog where a person just write about what he is doing. If he's a celebrity or someone more famous, you can write your personal blog as well. It is considered somewhat of a digital diary. The other is the affiliate blog, where you write about a product and service and you try to sell your product or you try to sell a product or service through your blog, and if it is sold through your blog you get a certain commission. That is what affiliate blog is. The third one is the niche blog. The niche blog is basically where you write about a very specific topic that nobody is writing about, or there are very certain audience about that topic is available. The fourth one is the business blog, where you write about your product or services and what's new in the market related to your product and services. So when we talk about blogs, these are the 4 types of blogs basically that are written. Now moving on, what are the responsibilities of a blogger? As a blogger, you will be asked to post content, write about content that is related to the product or services and aligned with the objectives of the employer or the company that has employed you. The other responsibility basically is that you have to interact with the audience. When you're writing a blog or when you're writing content about a product or service, there will be different kinds of customers. There will be fans and there will be people who will be more critical about the product and services. So you have to have a balance that is true to the objectives of the company, and you have to interact with the audience in that manner. So the responsibility over here is you have to post content, write content, create content and post it on the Blogger platform. And the other one is when the audience interacts or comments, you have to interact with them. Now moving ahead, how to create a blog. So there are 2 platforms of blog. The first is Blogger. I would suggest that almost everyone has a Google Google ID. Everyone has a Google ID. So I would suggest that you type in Google, go to this portion and scroll down. This is from where you can make a blogger. This is from where you can use the Blogger platform to post content about your product or services. So go through them, see how it is done, and it's a very simple step-by-step process. I would suggest that you go through Blogger and start blogging about whatever product or services or whatever you're learning right now. The second a platform is WordPress is also basically a content management system like Blogger. Over here, the WordPress, almost 30% of the websites that are available on the internet are made from WordPress. So you can understand what the power of WordPress is. WordPress is a lot more professional than Blogger. The good thing about WordPress is that it's free, but you have to buy a domain and a hosting to host the WordPress website. WordPress website is also open source, so you can see that there's always good things and good advancement coming in WordPress. Now, how do you develop a blog for your customer, for your employer? The first one is setting up a theme. Setting up a theme means basically the interface of the website or the blog. If the product or service is fun, if it's serious, you set up the theme in that manner. Now, after you set up the theme, you start creating and posting content on that platform, your website. That could be Blogger or could be WordPress. Now, after that, you have started the blog, you have set up a theme, you have created content. The third thing is to promote your blog. After you have promoted your blog, these are the three responsibilities that you will have to do after you have created or developed a blog. Now, the last thing as a blogger or as a blog development and maintenance manager you will be asked to do is to be consistent. You have to write about it. You have to have a certain consistent style of writing that is aligned with the goals of your goals and objectives of your employer, of your product and services that you're selling. Now, the writing style, when we talk about the writing style, the writing has to be easily comprehensible by your audience. You don't want to write words that are not understandable by your audience, by the people that you're reading your blog. So almost it says that it takes 5 to 8 seconds for your audience of people reading your blog to skip your blog and move on to the next one. So your writing has to be engaging, and it has to be in a way that the person who's reading the blog thinks that someone is talking to them. Now, the third is the use of all media. When we talk about using all media, basically this is what we using of images, using of videos, using of different sorts of graphic like infographics in your blog to make the blog more and more interactive with your audience. And this would also keep the audience to your page and it will not bounce to another page. Now, using labels. Whenever you're writing about a certain topic, there are certain keywords that people are searching for. These are what you call labels. You use labels in your blog to identify those keywords, and this helps in search engine optimization. And the last is the proper responses to your audience. You want to have proper responses that are respectful to the opinion of your audience and that are also aligned with the objectives of the industry. So guys, this was a brief video about what you will be asked to do if you are a beginner in digital marketing, and this is the type of job that you can expect to get if you're a beginner in digital marketing. I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.